The 1899 Moyer carriage catalog with its then provocative cover. From 1896 to 1899, H.A. Moyer invents and patents many parts, devices, and machines. For instance, the Moyer hub boring machine in 1896, followed by the Moyer noiseless king bolt in 1898. Then, in May of 1899, two more patents, Moyer's 30-day axle grease and the Moyer self-oiling axle, plus many other items during this time. Shortly after Maud Moyer's return to Syracuse, Wellington Ward comes to Syracuse to renew their relationship. Ward doesn't come empty-handed. Ward first asks H.A. Moyer for his daughter's hand in marriage. Moyer gives his permission. Ward then proposes marriage to Maud Moyer. She accepts. This is Maud's platinum and diamond engagement ring. They set the date for their marriage for August 1900. For the last 2 years, H.A. Moyer has had an active hand with the State Fair Association and superintended the building of the first mile track at the New York State Fairgrounds. The first mile track opens August 1st, 1900. Also, during this time, Moyer buys a thoroughbred trotter for $40,000. The next day, the horse dies, and so does Moyer's interest in racing. For years, H.A. Moyer has instilled in his daughter Maud the importance of owning property. As his daughter's wedding approaches, he gives the couple-to-be 7.5 acres of land across the street from Moyerdale on Old Liverpool Road as an early wedding gift. On August 22nd, 1900, Wellington Ward, 25, marries Maud Moyer, 22, at Moyerdale. Maud's mother, Rosamond Wilcox Moyer, has the house decorated with roses, freshly picked from the gardens at Moyerdale. Here is Maud Moyer Ward in her wedding dress. Maud Moyer Ward's engagement ring, together with her wedding band. H.A. Moyer's wedding gift of gold band china, imported from France. Plus these gold band glasses and ruby glasses. The newlyweds leave for New York City. Upon their arrival in New York City's Central Park, Maud Ward is so ecstatic she dances around a fountain. Mr. and Mrs. Ward move into their new home in New Rochelle, New York at this time. Ward's interest in sailing resurfaces. Wellington Ward still maintains his office in this building in Lower Manhattan. At the North Creek Station, Theodore Roosevelt, early on September 14, 1901, reads a telegram informing him of the death of his predecessor, William McKinley. Roosevelt races back to Albany in a Moyer carriage. The speed record by that carriage that night was never rebroken, and this is that Moyer carriage on display at the Adirondack Museum. H.A. Moyer outside the Moyer factory, showroom, and offices. A portion of the output of newly constructed carriages for any particular day. The 1902 Moyer Carriage Catalog. With 150 employees in H.A. Moyer's employ, the Moyer carriages are now as common in Omaha, Nebraska as they are in Syracuse, New York. H.A. Moyer now buys this summer home in St. Petersburg, Florida at 1608 Euclid Boulevard. This is a major status symbol of the times for a man in Moyer's position. February 7th, 1905, H.A. Moyer's 50th birthday. 92 of his employees present him with this Swiss gold watch, valued at $400. 20 of his workers have worked for Moyer over 20 years. A surprise party is held at H.A. Moyer's son's home, Bert Moyer. Bert Moyer is now school commissioner and Moyer Factory Board member. Wellington Ward has been busy working on this huge mansion in Magnolia, Massachusetts for Mrs. H.G. Curry, located on the North Shore of Boston. The mansion will be called Magnolia Manor. Magnolia Manor under construction from the rear. This man, with his back facing the camera, is believed to be Ward, overseeing construction on the great house. Either this is Mrs. H.G. Curry or Maud Moyer Ward, waiting in the carriage for Ward to finish for the day. Completed in 1905, Mrs. H.G. Curry's mansion and stable was right on the shore of the Atlantic Ocean. The rear of the house faced the ocean. Here are some rare shots of the interior of the house. After Mrs. H.G. Curry sells Magnolia Manor, the great mansion becomes an inn. In 1971, Magnolia Manor became the New England Conservatory of Health. During this time, Magnolia Manor falls into a state of mismanagement and horrible disrepair. In the mid-1970s, a small fire occurs in the tower room of Magnolia Manor with minor damage. Developers, with their eyes on the property, purchase the mansion and tear it down.